exam takers. So let's continue with use of English part 2. So in this case, we have another gapped text, but we don't have any options. So where are those answers going to come from? Well, from up here, because these are all functional words that we're looking for. Stuff like prepositions, modal verbs, auxiliary verbs, pronouns, what else? Quantifiers, determiners. Okay, too much grammar. Let's see it in practice. Okay, so we've got the example. I work, and here is the answer. I work as a motorbike stunt rider. That is, I do tricks on my motorbike at shows. The Le Mans racetrack in France was, I first saw some guys doing motorbike stunts. Okay, so what we do here is we read it and try to feel what is the word that's missing. So the Le Mans racetrack was, I saw some guys, was where I saw some guys doing some motorbike stunts. I first saw some guys, okay, sorry. I'd never seen anyone riding a motorbike using just the back wheel before. I was impressed. I went straight home and thought, okay, I was so impressed. I went straight home and thought to do the same. Well, this one is a bit tricky here, but we have to think logically. So he went straight home, and who did he teach? He didn't teach anybody else. He taught himself. That's right. So I taught myself. It wasn't very long before I began to earn my living. Okay, wow. So see how I'm not reading the whole thing? For example, this whole sentence here, I really don't need to read it in order to do the exercise. In the end, it's an exam. So we need to learn to save time. And also when I was doing this one here, the Le Mans racetrack, so I'm ignoring in France. I just want to look for the essential information. So the racetrack was where I saw. So this is helping me find which is the word. I have a degree. Okay, here a preposition, a degree in something. In mechanical engineering. This helps me to look at the physics lies behind each stunt. The physics which lies behind each stunt. In this case, which or that? Both are possible. However, on the exam, on the day of the exam, you have to only choose one answer. So be careful. They're not asking for two answers, even if they are correct. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going for which. In addition to being responsible for design changes to the motorbike, I have to work every stunt I do. Okay, here another preposition. We have options. I have to work on every stunt I do. Maybe work out every stunt I do. I'm going for on. People often think that my work is very dangerous, but apart from, this is very natural here, it's a prepositional phrase. Okay, apart from some minor mechanical problem, nothing ever goes wrong. I never feel in, okay, never, so in any kind of danger. Because I'm very experienced. Okay, so as I said before, in this part of the exam, we are looking for functional words and some vocabulary, some lexical parts. For example, like here, apart from, it's let's say a prepositional phrase or a collocation. Work on can be a collocation in this case. Or I have a degree in something. So you need to work on this kind of things, but some answers are very predictable. For example, relative clauses. You always are going to have at least one. So where, which, what, who, that, and so on. Pronouns, myself, it is another one that comes out very often. And all the other little words you can think of, like so, some, any. These are determiners. And in this case, we didn't have an article. That's also an option. On, the. So good luck on your exams.